Hey guys, Xylus here. It's been a little bit since I've last uploaded a video. Unfortunately, with no real PvP events, it's a bit harder to upload PvP videos, which is what I enjoy doing. But I still try to find matches. But again, just with the amount of events and time, it's been a bit harder to kind of film some of them. But today we're going to be talking about the new updates coming forward. I have it here. So on the App Store, on iTunes, within I think yesterday, it made you update the game, and if people read it, it was saying like what's new. So of course we're getting August or Auguste, depending how you want to pronounce his name, on Friday. So that's confirmed happening. We're getting a new event, the Shadow of Calamity, and I tried finding it, but I was having a really hard time. But pretty much it's the same thing. It was the same thing as the Traders of the Desert, where you have your assist stages and regular stages, and you would farm it. And when you reach certain milestones with coins, you get rewards. It was almost identical to that, except the units that offer bonuses are going to be August and Sophia. It always is the last two units that offer your bonus in banner pulls. What's really nice, so we're getting the new Clash season Crossfire. As I've said, Clash needs a lot of rework. Like I haven't touched it in probably 2 weeks. But it ends in 13 hours, so for anyone who isn't at Radiance tier, you know, maybe use your last couple of fights to try to push your ranking to get the rewards. So we're going to get, you know, a trinket if you're in Platinum or Radiance, a couple turrets, which usually aren't anything, minimal dust, minimal Elysium coins, and then 300 Luxite's always nice. So that's ending. Again, I would love some reworks with Clash, because it is not the greatest game mode right now. We're getting the new Cornicopia, which I always get. I think it's like $6, and you know, you get pretty good rewards for the first 50 levels. Although I would like to see an increase. I don't have it anymore; it's not on my screen, but I would like to see an increase in the later 50 levels, because it's like an abysmal amount of coins. I think it's like 6,000 coins per level. Like, can we upgrade that to maybe like 30,000 coins per level? A bit silly, and like once you get past the first 50 levels, there's literally no point in continuing to farm it. It's quite useless. So this one's a new one that a lot of people were talking about, especially in my guild. New gift packs for sale. This one I think is really nice. So I definitely buy some of the gift packs. I think it's in shop. Here we go, gift packs. So you have your memento, your monthly, and your weekly. So the memento are like the permanent ones. They're always going to be there. These ones definitely aren't worth it. I bought the ones that were like every 10 levels, it gives you like a freebie, and then you can spend some of the premium currency to get the upgraded ones. I think they were worth it. You have your monthly, which resets every month, and you have your weekly, which resets every weekly. They're pretty self-explanatory. Some of the monthly ones, like the 10 summons and the 20 summons, are worth it. The weekly, I always buy the 200 stamina ones, because it's 200 and you get 250 coins back with 2 stamina potions. I think it's worth it. But, you know, for free-to-play players, I guess it's not really down your alley. But, you know, for dolphins or whales, like, this is the game's source of income, right? So for offering new gift packs, it gets, especially whales are going to buy anything, everything. Let them do that. But for kind of like us dolphins, you know, depending on the gift pack, I might get one or two. So we will see what this is, and depending on it, I might do another video going over and being like what's worth it, what's not. But another thing to talk about is this was kind of feedback from some content creators, as well as people just providing feedback to the developers, being like, we need and we want more gift packs. And it makes sense for them to do that, right? it makes sense for them to offer what people want, and in return they get more money. Like, it's a win-win. But what I've heard, and this is like word of mouth, but they are going to be implementing more quality of life as well as suggestions further down the line. So they're slowly going to be starting to implement some of those things. Now, this is like what I've been told from people who, you know, are in contact with the developers, that they are listening to us. And again, I have zero contact with the developers. I'm not in the content creator program. So this is, again, take this with a grain of salt, but this is what I've heard. This is what I've seen and been told. So for people who are, you know, talking to developers, you know, if you're in a content creator and you watch this video, like, keep giving suggestions. Like, if they're going to listen, they're going to listen, and awesome. You know, maybe tell them to implement some more PvP maps. I would very much like that. But, you know, I'm never one to put down a developer that's listening. So, again, we'll take this and we'll see within the next month or two if it's true or not. But if they're going to implement things, then awesome. I think the next thing they have to implement, and they like, it should be an immediate implement, is some sort of synthesis to allow us to convert stars into higher tier. The fact we don't have that yet, and that's not in the game, is probably my biggest gripe, and something that genuinely pisses me off. Besides that, we're going to get some bug fixes and some localization display issues, which I showed you guys in my previous video for the Fireside chat event. Some of the text was in Chinese, or some language of Chinese that I don't know. And I've had this happen quite a few times for different events when they come up and the text is not English. And my game's in English. So, you know, as like a little snippet, that's definitely something that they should have as like a quality review before they even release the event. It just makes the game look more polished. But I think my main big talk of this video is the fact that this was something, the new gift packs for sale was something that people have been asking for a little bit now, and the fact that they're doing that, I think is good because they're listening. They're going to be rewarded because people are going to buy it and they're going to get money, and then, you know, we'll see what they are. Like, if there's any that are like really worth it, or is this just going to be hitting whale territory and useless for us? But I would like to see another guaranteed 5-star like we had for the opening, where I think it was like $15, $13, and you were guaranteed a 5-star selector. Very similar to the memory crystals. I am pretty low, but I just bought this thing. Finally got it, so I got the book. But like something like this, like a legendary character selection, where it lets you just go and boom, I want this character, you know. But I would like an updated one. You know, like, let's get characters, some of the newer characters, like for people who missed a combo, maybe they want a combo. So something like that would be really, really nice. And I could see myself definitely purchasing something like that. But that's really all. So we're getting a new event Friday, which is going to be the same as the Traders of the Desert. One where you kind of use 40 stamina a day to just kind of grind. Nothing crazy. I would love to see a new PvP event that lets you fight people during the 2 different time phases. And, you know, I've been hearing that the devs are listening to our feedback. So for people who are talking in the main Discord, you know, give your feedback and hopefully they'll listen.